Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back to the Bourbon Bar. Let's see if this audio is working properly. And it is. Perfect. All right, so hey, guys. Hey, peoples, party people. Welcome back to the Bourbon Bar. I'm Holden, and today I am unfortunately all alone. Lonely. I am so lonely. I have nobody for my own. Because Lauren is going to be at a meeting tonight for her work, which was mandatory. But that being said, I'm here and I'm going to be doing some whiskey drinking. I know that doesn't get to happen very often on this channel, but I am going to be dipping my toes and tongue into a bunch of different whiskeys, all from the same distillery. I want to call it like a show kind of thing that I am going to be coining as the Distillery Tour series from the Bourbon Bar. So that being said, what's everyone drinking tonight? If you guys are drinking already, what do you guys got in the glasses? Because I am going to be pouring some Jim Beam, and if you guys are looking to drink with me, I would recommend maybe some Beam products would be good tonight. Let's go ahead and say hi to people. Dan Bino's in chat says, me favorite Jim Beam, stuck at work, cheers all. Bino, thanks for popping in and saying, hey, sorry you have to be working. Jim Beam Apple good too. Yes, I've never had the Beam Apple, but I can imagine it's better than Crapple. Sugar Kitty's also in the chat, says cheers, or says meow. Meow back to you, Sugar Kitty. Thanks for being here. Derek Whiting's in the chat, says cheers. Cheers, Derek. And so is Robin, says cheers. Cheers to you. Peter is in the chat, says cheers. All cheers, Peter. Thanks for coming in. Hanging AZ says, hey-o. Hanging AZ. How goes it, my guy? How's your super hangout with Casey? Big Casey and hanging, just hanging in a tree. Ante, technically. Casey, Ante, and hanging. All hung out. The porn stash is coming in nicely. I know. I just like, man, it makes me feel, like I could just, I don't know if I feel like Italian or am I Italian because I have the mustache? I don't know. That or I'm just like an 80s porn star. Vertical. Like, this is a vertical of whiskey? Is that what you mean by vertical? Because then you, in fact, would be correct. Cheers, brother, and peeps at work as well. Independent Joe, cheers to you, my guy. We got your Glencairn right here. I'm going to be pouring some whiskey in it. Not sure which one's going to be in there, but thanks for stopping in. Sorry you have to be working. No one likes actually working. So, Ozap it's Oktoberfest, so Erdinger beer at the moment. Ozap. It is Oktoberfest, and how long does Oktoberfest go? Because Lauren and I have to do an Oktoberfest stream yet, and I was thinking about doing that next week. But next week is October. But does that not mean that Oktoberfest is done next week? Also, I went all of September without making like a Bourbon Heritage Month post about like how it's Bourbon Heritage Month or whatever. So, like, that's cool. Totally missed the creek on that. Derek Whiting's drinking Hardin Creek tonight. Awesome. Another Beam. I'm pretty sure, 98% sure that Hardin Creek is a Beam product. So, sticking true to the Beam lineup tonight. Hagen says, I have a Trevor's Knob Creek rye pick I picked up today. Need to crack her later. Oh, nice. That sounds delicious. I actually just tried a sample of a Knob Creek single barrel rye from a store that I frequent. I think I poured me a sample, and it's quite good. What's the mash bill of that Knob Creek rye? I'm pretty sure it's barely legal, right? Or am I wrong? I don't know, but it tasted nice and sweet, not too rye forward, but still really good rye notes as well. Yes, when they're all across one distillery, it's a vertical. Well, I could have called it a vertical, but I'm just calling it the Distillery Tours because I feel like, I don't know. Working at the gym. Oh, hell yeah, man. Stick it out, working at the gym. It's been a while since I've been to the gym. I've been going like once a week now because I've just been so busy with everything, trying to like get everything figured out in life, figuring out all the answers. I will have an Up Creek 12 to stay on theme. Oh, good man. Good man. I have that in the lineup here today as well. Joe's going to be having some Hardin's Creek after. Very nice, very nice. Which one are you going to be having? The good one or the bad one? Just kidding. I think there's like a 2-year one and then like a higher age-rated one. Not entirely sure. But I've heard good things about them. So Oktoberfest is up until October 3rd, Tuesday, because of their Monday holiday. Well, then we're going to drink it on Tuesday. October 3rd is going to be Lauren and I's Oktoberfest because we don't want to miss it. We really looked forward to drinking on the Oktoberfest this year. We've been to places. We've been to a couple Oktoberfests, actually, and tasted many at breweries and stuff, but we haven't actually, like, done anything on the channel, so I feel like we should probably get to that point sometime. Beam does not release the mash bill. Oh, okay. Frankfurt, 17-year. Oh, nice. That's the good one. Well, I mean, I haven't heard terrible things about either of them, but I'm pretty sure that 17-year, I think, is supposed to be the creme de la creme. Speaking of creme de la creme, I just recorded my review of this guy today, actually right before this. And yeah, I feel like it's just getting better and better and better. So let's just go over what the hell I'm going to be drinking tonight because we are all staying in the Beam family, correct? I have some classic Jim Beam Kentucky Straight Bourbon here. That is going to be the starter of the evening. I also have, I feel like I should work my way up and proof, so maybe I should pull out the Old Granddad Bib instead of no, we'll stick on the 114. I can drink a lot of whiskey tonight. That's not a big deal. I've only had like one pour so far tonight, so I should be okay. But anyway, so after the Jim Beam Classic White Label, we're gonna be going on to the Knob Creek 12, and then we also have the Baker's 13. Then we have the Old Granddad 114, and the Booker's 2022-03 because that was notoriously one of the best batches in recent years and that I've had. So, yeah, quite the lineup tonight. No particular order, except for obviously in proof. And then we're just going to work our way through it, compare, contrast, really trying to find like those distillery flavors, those like Beam I know is supposed to be very nutty and that aspect. But I want to do a side by side. I want to really like touch on the fact that they're all similar. But one announcement I would like to make tonight before we get started is I officially am monetized, I believe. I do have a super chat option. I have membership options. I'm in the process of someone's designing some emojis for me so that if you guys become members, you get emojis. You guys are going to be able to get some exclusive stuff. The really high tier members, if you got the $25 tier membership from the Bourbon Bar, you get discounts on all the merch that I'm going to be putting out, and every 4 months you get a free sample of whiskey from the Bourbon Bar, whatever whiskey I feel like sending that week, but I'll make sure it's one worth your time. And you'll be getting a free piece of merchandise, whether it be a Glencairn, a t-shirt, a sweatshirt. I have a Christmas sweater actually already created. I'm in the process of making 3 different t-shirts. 2 of them are Halloween shirts. One of them is going to be a Bourbon Bar shirt. Then I am in the process of making a Lauren shirt. I have everything set up for all of the shirt printing aspects of things. So all I need to do is download the design, drag it onto a shirt, get to that point where like that happens, right? And then after that, that's it. And then I have merchandise, everything. So if you guys are interested in memberships, please check it out. Feel free. Different tiers. Got I think a $3, $7, and $25 tier. Obviously, anything if you guys choose this for me would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, that's how that goes. And we got the first super chat, in the house. Sugar Kitty says, first super chat ever. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. Bless your heart. I love you. Thank you for that. And you know what? Let's just. I'm gonna. Yeah. What do you think? How about this, Sugar Kitty, for that super chat? How about you just tell me what you want me to drink as a little toast to you, special to you. Just tell me a bottle. I'll pull it down. I'll have a sippy sip. So yes, thank you for that. Yes, in fact, you can have a mini closing ceremony. Have like a mini closing ceremony. That's true. It could be like a little bit of a farewell to the Oktoberfest. Picks of Knob Creek are great, both bourbon and rye. True. I did buy a bourbon once for a friend, then I tasted it and it was quite good. And I've also had some pours of the bourbons at the different bars that I've been to, and then obviously I tried the rye. Yes, super chats are there. Here goes. Oh, you really do rock. Independent Joe says, going to bottle review Little Book 7 versus Remus 7. Yes. A Kentucky versus Indiana battle of the batch 7. So, dude, that actually sounds really cool. Right now, Casey is in Arizona, and he said that he went to a Total Wine today, and that he found a Little Book Chapter 7, or he found like 8 of them, apparently, for like 120 or 130 or something around there. So he said he might grab me one, possibly. So that would be muy bien. Peter White with the super chat coming in says, close enough. Peter, you, sir, thank you so much for the super chat. If you have anything you want me to drink, that'll just be the thing. If you guys super chat, let's go ahead and tell me what you want me to drink. I'll do a little pour of it, a little toast of it to you. Really enjoy it. But thank you, Peter. Thanks for the super chat. You really like that Brothers Bond, right? I do really like that Brothers Bond. In fact, it's one of my favorites. I have a normal, cast strength, or rye. So if that's what you're choosing for the drinks, then let me know which one you want me to drink. $2 for your second super chat ever. Well, Joe, I'm sorry. You were the third super chat. Peter beat you just by so little bit of a margin. But thank you so much, Joe, for being here, and thank you for the super chat. Let me know, what am I gonna drink? Whoops, I guess third. It's okay, man. It's okay. I'll still drink your whiskey for sure. Why am I talking like that? But let's go ahead and let's pour some of these whiskeys right away. Before I get too effort up on the super chat whiskeys that I'm gonna be drinking here. I'm gonna be drinking a lot of whiskey tonight, I think. So I'm glad I ate a big dinner. I had some pulled pork sandwiches, some homemade bourbon barbecue sauce. And just, you gotta love that. You gotta love when the cork doesn't come out of the bottle. That's gonna piss me off. I do have a wine bottle opener right there, but if you just do the old back and forth method, it'll eventually come out to the point where you can grab it and then pour yourself a nip of the Knob Creek. And look at that. Knob Creek will be going into the Independent Joe Glencairn. Whoops. Get a little bit better pour there. I don't know if I should like put this cork. I gotta fix this cork somehow. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it, but let's put those like that. We got the Baker's 13-year going in the Bourbon Bar Glencairn. That one's going to be right in the middle. I'm doing these by proof, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Then we're going to have the Old Grandad 114 going in a Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans Glencairn. So put that in there. And then, last but not least, is going to be the Booker's 2022-03 batch, which batch is this? Hold on. Kentucky Tea. I knew that. The Kentucky Tea batch going in a Bourbon Junkies Glencairn. So, Bourbon Junkies, get a little bit of the Booker's 2022-03. So, that being said, let's see what the people got going on in the chat. He says they had Some nice picks at Trevor's. Was eyeing up an Ezra and a Nashville barrel, but the rye was calling. Hey, I've heard too many good things about that rye, so it's a good one probably to get. Bourbon Retriever's in the chat says, cheers, everyone. Bourbon Retriever, cheers to you, friend. Thank you for being here. Tricky says, up to you, whichever of the two you like better. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead, grab Bourbon Bar Glencairn. And I really enjoy the cask strength. I actually have 2 bottles of it. I certainly probably don't need another cask strength whiskey to drink tonight. But let's go ahead and get a nippy of that in the Glen. Put that back where she belongs. Get this one back where she belongs. And then get a cheers to Sugar Kitty. Thanks for the super chat, buddy. Oh, that smells fantastic. It's been a while since I've actually had the Brothers Bond. But it's as good as ever. Oh my gosh. Banana. It tastes like, it really does taste like, kind of like a Brown Forman product. Like a good, kind of like a good, how do I say this? Old Forester single barrel, barrel strength, I'd say. Like a really good one. It's got that like banana-y, like, sweetness. This is actually the cask strength is one I sent to you, Sugar Kitty. Did you ever have that one yet? I'd be curious to know your thoughts on it. I can't remember if you had it. $13 a Canadian coming at you, bud. Thank you. They only have the 80 proof Brothers Bond here, so pass. The 80 proof isn't actually that bad though, to be fair. But you know how it is. Work it back and forth, you eventually pull it out. What kind of stem is this? What kind of stream is this? Oh, yeesh. You're right. You're in my head, Sugar Kitty. You're funny. Knob Creek corks do suck. Yeah, I know. It's like, I'm pretty sure that this was the cork from the Knob Creek 18 that I had. And then I'm like, well, I like the 18 better, so I'll put the better cork in it. And then I put my 12 cork in the 18 and the 18 cork in the 12. So that's the cold hard truth. Derek's super chats, $20 says, oh, look at that. I figured out all on my own from Robin and Derek. Oh, thanks, guys. You guys rock. Thank you so much. What whiskey do you guys want me to drink in honor of you? Anyone who super chat, just say whiskey from the shelf. I'll pour it, have a nip on you, basically. I'm definitely going to need to keep this water close by tonight. I have a feeling that I'm going to be ending up swallowing a lot of whiskey because there's a lot on the table here in front of me. That Brothers Bond was, in fact, fantastic, though. If Lauren was here, you might have been able to retire early. You're not wrong. She's, I don't know when she'll be back. I can't imagine that her meeting is going to take that long. But, it is what it is. If Lauren was here, you would be in Chateau Bow Wow already. You're not wrong about that either. That's actually, I think, going to be one of the emojis that I make. It's going to say Chateau Bow Wow. But I have a lot of cool ideas. So if you guys ever wanted to become members, I've been on the train recently, like the Bourbon Bar train, just like t-shirts, stickers, emojis, like just putting things out. And I've just been really into it even more than ever. So it's super cool. No old tub. This is fixed. I don't have any old tub. I haven't heard good things about it, so I just haven't bought it. Actually, I watched a Bourbon Junkies video about the worst whiskeys they've ever tasted. I always find it fun to watch for the people who have had everything. They've tasted everything, right? And then they tell you what their least favorites are. I mean, they've tasted so much whiskey that they can have least favorites, and it's just so funny watching them drink Old Tub and saying how bad it tastes. Because some people love that shit. I love blending Knob Creek 12 with OGD 114 1-to-1. Ooh. Louis IV. First of all, thanks for being here. Second of all, thanks for the idea. So that's going to be these two. So after I go through my little experiment here, I might have to do a little blendy blend of that. The bottle of standard Knob Creek rye I had did the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. You'd think they'd fix that, but Like, you can see the amount of glue they used on the cork. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. You can kind of see it. But, like, why don't you just lather that whole son of a bitch in there or something? I don't know. Like, I don't know. It just makes you wonder. Makes you ponder people's decisions. I did have the Brothers Bond, and I did mention it before. Oh, yeah. I got a little floral on that. It was all right. But that note didn't really help it. If it wasn't there, I would have liked it a lot more. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I don't know. It's just something about it. Obviously, I like the people who made it, so I am biased in that way. But I really was hesitant on talking too much about it at first because, like, I didn't want to be that biased kind of like I'm a big fan of theirs, so I like their whiskey because there is that mental and emotional side of whiskey tasting. But then when Fred Minnick said it was good, then I figured I'd be okay with it. And yeah, you're right. I personally am not a huge floral note fan either. But in this one, I don't know. I guess I say that I'm not a big floral fan, but I've had some floral ass whiskeys like in the past year or two, and I don't think I've ever shied away from them, to be honest. So maybe it's not so much a big deal for the floralness of it. But yeah, so that being said, Peter, Independent Joe, and Derek, if you guys, any of you guys have anything that you really want me to drink right now that I have on my shelf, put it in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. Where are all these cups going from? I'm going to go ahead and get started with this Jim Beam profile. So, starting on the left here, this is number one. This one's going to be the classic Jim Beam white label. Metal screw top. This thing is only 80 proof. So, very easy. Very simple. Very much a staple in a lot of people's homes and bars. I know that Bino, who was here earlier, but he's working right now, is in love with the classic Jim Beam. Oh, yes. I mean, I can get like this. I could like pick out a kind of like young, like 80 proof note on this. Like, I could see how it might smell a little bit more like a wet peanut. And, like, really a wet peanut is probably the word to describe it. I can get peanuts. It's not bad, but, like, I feel like it just has, like, a little bit of, like, a peanutty grain note in it. At least on the nose. But it also has a little bit of, like, a fruity aspect. So, give and take, I think. I kid, why buy Old Tub when there's OGD? 100%. I agree. And actually, I've been making a lot of old fashions with the OGD bib, and let's just say it's been a while since I've like, I know it doesn't look like much, but I really did just open this bottle, and when I have this many bottles, it's actually really hard for me to get that low in a bottle. Then again, I was mixing this in cocktails, and I was only drinking this straight, and it's already like down to there, so needless to say, I've been liking the OGD Bottle and Bond. But let's go ahead and drink the Beam Classic White Label. That's simple. It's simple, a little bit fruity, nothing crazy. I get that nutty note on it a little bit, not in a bad way, actually. I do like the nut. I know some people don't. I don't mind it. Yeah, that's okay by me. I think in terms of a classic whiskey, that's pretty good. I actually would really like to get to the Jack Daniels normal label, the old number 8, or old number 7, I mean, sorry. And do a little side-by-side comparison between like the Jack and Jim, because that's kind of the thing, Jack and Jim. It's the two big powerhouse hitters of the 80 proof whiskey game. But I'd be curious to see how they compare against each other. Old Tub, Vomit. Jack Daniel's single barrel corks are floppy as hell. I like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Yeah, I mean, I don't even actually have any of those bottles, but you know what other corks feel like really flimsy, I think, is the real corks, like the Wild Turkey that there's not a whole lot of, this is a dry ass cork, holy shit. Not a lot of whiskeys have the real like cork material corks anymore. At least not that I've noticed. But whenever they do, I can always tell that they are going to slowly corrode over time and then lose the seal on my whiskey. There's just something about it, like I don't necessarily like synthetic corks. I love the feeling of pulling a real cork out of the bottle, but I feel like synthetic corks are just good for preservation. Everyone with multiple bottles of Knob Creek have at least naked one cork. Currently in Knob Creek 120, my bar has one. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? It'll happen. I'm sure this won't be the first time or last time it happens because it's the first, but won't be the last. But since we're talking about it, let's move on and get a little bit of the Knob Creek 12 year on the nose. That's some good shit. That is, yeah, that'll do it. I mean, okay. So I'm going to be curious to compare that to Baker's 13, but on the nose, yeah, that's nailing the mark on the nose. It smells fantastic. It smells like a nice, like, oaky, like, I want to say like it's got like this desserty, kind of like a chocolatey note, which is weird. I don't think I've ever even got chocolate on this, but like a desserty, chocolatey, fruity note to it. Oh man, a little bit of nutmeg on it, and I like that. The dork cork, lol. Yes, the dork cork. Nuts it is. Nuts it is on. Yeah, it is nutty. Did you pour that Baker's 13? That's my pick for you to sip on. I did pour the Baker's 13. It is in center row, and I'll sip on that one next. So thank you for the recommendation. Him and George Thorogood. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know who George Thorogood is. That makes me feel all sad and shit. Hold on. Let's see what's going on here. Casey just sent me a picture. Oh, baby. Oh, Casey. Yes. Casey, you the freaking goat. Oh man. I'm pumped. Ha, nice. And a good price too. Okay, Casey, I will Venmo you very shortly. Unless you need me to Venmo you right now, I could do that. But I am currently trying to entertain the people. But speaking of Jim Beam products, I just got another one that's going to be on its way very soon. So Casey, you to G, you to go. I totally skipped a couple comments to get to Casey's. I didn't even put it up on the chat, but he did say to check my phone, and he also said cheers. Cheers, Casey. Thanks for being here, buddy. And AZ says some people complain about nutty whiskeys, but I eat peanuts while I drink whiskey. To be fair, me too. Like, nuts are good. Peanuts are good. Like, peanuts, good. Pecans, good. Almonds, good. Like, I like nuts. And so does Lauren. So, continuing on. Tay Passions also in the chat says, cheers, we are here. Casey and Tay are in the house. Just riding along, listening to some bourbon bar. It's actually 4:30 there for them because they're in Arizona. Just a mere hour or something away from hanging AZ. George drinks alone. Oh, I do drink alone too. So that is it. Total Wine is a go. Why can't we have one closer to Green Bay? Or, I don't know, maybe in Green Bay? That's un-American to not know who George Thorogood is. And yes, you do know him by his music. I bet if a song was playing by him, I would know what it is. Just the name, I don't know. George also has one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. Well, what the heck? If this guy's singing about freaking alcoholism, then I should be listening to him because holy shit. I'll be on in a few. Gotta drive back to the B&B. You're all good, Stace. Drive safe. Keep it on the road. Keep my little book safe. My little book chapter 7. All right, let's go ahead and get Knob Creek 12 year on the palate. And let's see how it tastes. Okay, honestly, It's got like, it's got this like good fruitiness on the palate and a good spice on the back end, I think. I can kind of see the leap from Jim Beam to Knob Creek 12. I can see a resemblance there. It's not much. I'm not gonna lie, it's not much. The Knob Creek 12 is a significant difference. Granted, 20 more proof, a lot more years. Not even the same brand technically, but it's good. So do a little AB. Oh, it makes it worse when you smell them side by side. I think if I poured Jim Beam White Label and I just drank it, like I wouldn't be upset. But like putting it next to these whiskeys is just like holy shit. Bad to the bone. Okay, so I definitely know who this guy is. I just didn't know his name. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Yeah, okay, I get it. He's definitely bad to the bone. If that's the song that he sings, which I'm assuming is why you said that. Okay. So Joe Dickinson. Speaking of Joe Dickinson, where is that guy? It's not who I was talking about, but I'm thinking about it. Joe, if you're on here and you're just not talking because you miss Lauren, I'm sorry. Maybe I'll still be on when she comes back and she'll be in here for a little bit. But what I meant to say is Joe, independent Joe, requested I drank the Baker's 13 year for his tribute whiskey from the super chat. And it smells literally so good, like freaking candied fruit, just like caramelized sweet oak and brown sugar, like burnt brown sugar. It's like, woo! Wow. It's good. Okay? Let's get on the palate. Let's do a little sippy sip. It tastes like the best Bookers you've ever had, plus like better. Does that make sense? Like after I finish drinking it, I feel like there's vibes about this that remind me of a Booker's. Like a good Booker's though, not like some of the like recent releases. I'm looking at you 2023-02. But like it's, I don't know, man. It's just so good. Okay, I'm gonna go side by side, but it's Dickens. And speaking of the Mr. Dickskin himself, it says, I can't believe Lauren lets you grow that mustache. Not only does she let me, but she's also in love with it. I mean, she got so excited when I walked out of the shower with this bad boy on my face. But like, I can't remember if I said this on last week's live stream, but the reason I have the mustache is because it's called the Motivation Mustache. And what it is I'm not allowed to shave my mustache off until I lose 10 pounds. Unfortunately, I've lost 0 so far, but I only started this week, so we got time. It's gonna be off by Halloween. So, because I gotta dress as, yeah, there's no one in here that's going, yeah. I can tell you guys, I'm going to be dressing as the Joker for Halloween. I was originally going to dress as Barbie and Ken. Lauren be Barbie, I be Ken. Unfortunately, my diet did not hold up to being Ken. So instead this year, I'm going to be the man himself, the Joker. And Lauren will be Harley Quinn. And it'll be very, very cool. I saw George Thorogood and ZZ Top in Hamilton. Great concert. Oh, it actually does sound legendary. Like, I don't know a lot of their songs, or like a lot of ZZ Top songs anyway, but I can tell you what, I know the one ZZ Top song that everyone knows, and I don't know if the only reason I know it is because of Duck Dynasty back when that was a thing, but at least I know what it is. So, did you buy that mustache from the Spirit Halloween store? Yeah, it was on sale. I don't know how people can do that, like that little, like, I don't know. I don't get how people can do that. But Peter says, well, you have to get away with it in November as well. Yes, I will. I will be doing. So I'll probably shave for Halloween, and then starting on November 1st, I'll be doing Movember, keeping the stash. Although it does look a little thinner right here compared to like over here. Why is it so uneven? I don't know. All I know is it looks good, so I'm rocking it. Okay. Baker's 13. Knob Creek 12. Baker's 13. Oh. Okay, Knob Creek 12. Knob Creek 12 has much more of a, like, oaky, I want to say, like, caramel brownie vibe to it, whereas the Baker's 13 has so much more fruit in it, like candied fruit. Like, I'm talking like kind of when you, like, put sugar on a cherry and put it in the freezer and then eat it like a snack. Like, it's very much candied fruit compared to the Knob Creek 12, but let's do a little sippy sip action. Baker's 13. Fuck. So good. Okay. Knob Creek 12. Okay. That's the Knob Creek 12. I feel a little bit more spice on the palate, a little bit more dessert on the nose, a little bit more just dessert in general, but it's more of a brownie, a caramel brownie, a little bit of peanut butter in there. The Baker's 13, what I had said in my review, and I stand by this, that candied fruit, it gives you, oh man, it gives you bread pudding. That's the word I'm thinking of. Bread pudding vibes. Like the raisins, it's got a little bit of cinnamon in it, but it's very sweet raisin, vanilla, cinnamon, breadiness, desserty kind of like. That's what that is right there. It's fantastic. I like it a lot. Whoa, hold on. I saw ZZ Top on the El Loco tour. Oh, El Loco. Loco means crazy. As long as it's Lagrange or Tush. You guys are using so many words that I just don't know. Tres hombres. That means 3 homies or 3 brothers. Hombres. I think. It might not mean that, but I think it means something like that. Right? Am I right? Eliminator MTV ZZ Top was kind of lame. Eliminator MTV ZZ Top was kind of lame. Not sure what that is. But why can't I talk today? Damn. And I don't even have Lauren here to make fun of me either, which is just a shame. Why isn't she on here? She should be in the chat at least. Independent Joe says you should try Knob Creek 12 versus 120 versus Baker's 13 year. I do need a Knob Creek single barrel. A Knob Creek 120. That would be an idea. And I'd throw Booker's in the mix too, because I think the Booker's is going to compete in that lineup. But the next one on the list is going to be the old GD 114. So we started off with the old Jim Beam white label. We worked our way up. More money, more allocated. Now we're jumping back down to the other side of the spectrum, but we're keeping the proof. This is going to be a classic. Like, does proof really stand up to age and quality? I know that old GD 114 is really good stuff, but I've also never drank it side by side to Baker's 13 and Knob Creek 12. Like, we're going to have to see if it's going to stand the test of time. But boy, am I ready to do it. Also, like, you guys can't even see all my whiskeys here. I feel bad. There we go. There we go. Get a little bit more centered here. So let's go ahead and grab this OGD 114. By the way, guys, the Baker's 13 is a single barrel and it's also 107 proof. I forgot to mention that. And then the Knob Creek 12 is 100 proof. So that's 2 pieces of information that you needed to know. Also, after I drank the Baker's, I was reviewing it, and then after I reviewed it, I looked up like information on it, and I found someone said that it was a wheated bourbon, but I didn't get that off of the site. I got it off of someone else's channel where they said it was a wheated bourbon, and I was kind of confused because I didn't think it was, but I also didn't know if Baker's was wheated or not wheated. So if you guys could give me an answer to that, I guess I could look it up too. But just in case any of you guys know off the top of your head, I'm curious on that one. The drum machines. Yeah. I have a bunch of ZZ Top albums, but no turntable. I feel like turntables are hard to get. It's almost like a collector's thing now to get a turntable and records. But I think it's like super badass when like you like blow the dust off the record and you slip it out, kind of like soft, delicate panties on the woman you love, and then you slowly put it on the turntable and you just take the thing and go, and then it goes skirt, and then it just starts spinning. It's like playing music, right? Anyway, that's just kind of the vibe I get. Very sensual. I don't know. I don't know if my brain has been traumatized by all the TV shows and movies about how like the fancy guy with the cigar and all the money and the fancy robe, he's trying to seduce a girl, so he brings her a glass of whiskey and he puts on the record of the smooth jazz and he gets in the mood, lights some candles, right? So maybe that's just like in my brain. The MTV generation seems to just know Sharp Dressed Man and Legs. That'd be me. Sharp Dressed Man, that's what I know. It's the only one I know, actually. So many hits before MTV ever happened. So is that like, what do you mean by MTV? Was ZZ Top on MTV? Or, because the only reason I know Sharp Dressed Man is because of Duck Dynasty. Like, was that shit on MTV? Why can't I say that word? MTV? Because that's what I know it from. Which is kind of sad, I know. But still, like, whatever. 2 turntables and a microphone. Wicked. Yeah, that's like traditional mixers, right? It's got the like like turntables. I like that. I think that's cool. Waiting for the bus. You're waiting for the bus? Or there's a song called Waiting for the Bus. Target is selling vinyl now. Of course they are. Let's just take something classic like vinyl records and just like make it less cool by putting it on, you know, everything. Target. Sugar says they're 3 guys, so yes, that's the guys in the band. Tres Hombres. Isn't there a whiskey? Wait. Do they have a whiskey? Tres Hombres? Is that what we're talking about? Because I swear to God, I've seen a Tres Hombres whiskeys and it's got like 3 guys on it. I swear to God, one of them was wearing a poncho or some shit. Like, I am curious. Let's see. Tres Hombres. Let's go Tres Hombres whiskey. Wait, actually, that was a ZZ Top whiskey, wasn't it? I'm so confused. Okay, I guess. I swear, ZZ Top bourbon whiskey. Okay, what? Okay. I guess I'm confused. So I must be stupid. Anyway, I don't know. That's enough of that though. Let's go back to hanging out with you guys rather than looking up useless information. Jesus just left Chicago. Well, R.I.P. Chicago. Don Rand's bought a Stampin' Tom LP on vinyl. So many words I don't know. So many people. Oh, vinyl collection of the 750. Oh, wow. Ooh, it's definitely sub turntable. At minimum to record a fresh copy if needed. That's baller. Probably one of the most Canadian things a person can do. Recording a cassette for you, Sony Walkman. Yeah, bud. Yeah, bud. It is not weeded. Well, okay. Somebody should definitely go tell the mashing drum that in his thing, just someone just email Jason and let him know he put 13% wheat on his thing, and it confused me a lot because I drank it and then like I reviewed it and then I was watching and shit, and then he said, I don't know. I'm confused. Needles for the turntables are even more difficult. William Hall's here, by the way, guys. William, how you doing? How you doing this morning? Math. Stompin' Tom is like the Canadian version of Boxcar Willie. Oh, that would make sense. If I knew who Boxcar Willie was. When are you guys gonna disown me for not knowing stuff? Because I swear to God, I just don't know anything. I'm so clueless. You know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm gonna tell. I'm just gonna go like this. Sorry guys, I just gotta tell someone to do me a favor and hop on here. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. I got a friend. You guys know him. His name's Josh. He's been on the channel. He just went to college, and so now he's far away, and I never see him. So why the hell isn't he on the Bourbon Bar tonight, hanging out with everyone? I don't know. MTV made Sharp Dressed Man and Legs hits by heavy rotation. Oh, that would make sense. Holden is too young to see a music video on MTV. You're not wrong. But by the time I was like watching MTV, instead of like music, MTV was like music something videos, right? MTV music top video. I don't know what it means. All I know is that MTV was a place where you watched like Tosh 2.0 or Ridiculousness or Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory and shit like that. Like they had YouTube by the time that I was like, everyone puts music videos on YouTube now, and that's kind of how it was by the time I was old enough to be like watching music videos, I guess. So I don't know. I'm sure MTV probably had a music or a YouTube channel too. Now I'm thinking about it, but Balcones has Tres Hombres. Yes, thank you guys. Oh, you guys, Balcones Tres Hombres. Yes. I remember the shape of the bottle, but I couldn't remember who made it. I remember when the Thriller video came out. Oh, shit. Thriller. Yeah, so funny story. I don't know if everyone had to do this, but definitely at Denmark, you grow up and like when you're a kid in elementary school, they make you like learn to sing and dance, right, for people, and then they make you perform sing and dance in front of an audience, right? And one of the dances that we had to perform was Thriller, like Michael Jackson's Thriller. You know that. Boom, 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 boom. Like it's so like it's just ingrained in my brain forever, and it's a core childhood memory. And I keep putting these closer to the front because I'm trying to get them away from the edge of the desk. But I forgot that I brought them back here so you guys could see them. Balcones Tres Hombres is a ZZ Top whiskey. Yes. Mash bill 75% corn, 30% rye, 10% malted barley. Okay, he definitely 100% accidentally typed wheat instead of rye. It just makes so much more sense. Oh, and I even said in my video, because I just kind of like watch. I know Mash and Drum always has like the mash bill. So like, and he has very good, like Jason has such good information about like the history of the bottle and like stuff like that. So like when I want kind of like the information or the lowdown on a bottle, after I drink it, I get it usually from like him, or I don't know if there's not really another channel that goes so hard into the history. I think. I mean, maybe there is like smaller channels, but I'm thinking like just off the top of my head, Jason does a really good job with putting history in there, and so I always like when I want to know about whiskey, I use his channel, and that one messed me up. For the Baker's 13, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I can go in and fix it. I'll just put I'll edit the word rye above my mouth when I say the word wheat. It's just funny that you're so young and not know a bunch of these things. I know. I just I wish I did, but there's so much to soak in. I feel like never gonna be able to get everything as much as I want to. I only learned of Stompin' Tom recently. Well, then he must be a good guy. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I said that. But maybe I should look him up. It's already funny enough that you don't remember when MTV first came on, but young enough that they had stopped with the music videos by then. I know. I don't like MTV's always been the drama channel. Like I don't know, is it Dance Moms or Pimp My Ride or MTV Cribs? Like I remember that shit. I just don't remember the music video portion of it. I love documentaries. Watched the one on Evil. Oh my gosh. Evel Knievel. Is that how he spelled his name, or did you just typo that shit? Evel Knievel this weekend, narrated by Johnny Knoxville. That's cool. Oh, owie. Once the Real World came out on MTV, the videos died. The Real World. Evel Knievel and his partner in crime, awful and awful. I don't see. I know who Evel Knievel is, but I don't know enough. Anyway, let's jump ahead. We got OGD 114. Let's get on the nose. Oh my! There's a big jump in proof there. Well, actually, it's not. It's the same jump from 100 to 107, then from 107 to 114. But it smells like a big proof difference, at least to me. I feel like the OGD 114 has got a little bit more of that peanut dust on it. It almost seems to me like the peanutty aspect is more of a youthful thing. Well, actually, I think I know that already. But I feel like it's very apparent in the Knob Creek 12 and the Baker's 13 that there's a lot less nut and a lot more other flavors in there. Then you jump back to the OGD 114, and I get like a significant peanut dust comparatively to the other ones. Like, I think the normal beam is just too proofed down to like have a lot of that, good taste. I think that's what's giving me that wet vibe. But the old OGD 114, it's like dusty peanuts or peanut dust, like the saltiness on the shell of like a shelled peanut. I don't know. It smells good. I still like it a lot. But it's just crazy the difference between that and the high age stated ones. But let's get on the palate. Why did that taste like Red Hots? Holy shit. That tasted like cinnamon Red Hots. Why? That not in a bad way at all. That like cinnamon Red Hots, they have like the hot cinnamony part, which is just like a little bit too much, but it's also got like that sweet part of it because they are still candy. Yeah, it's got the sweet part, like the cinnamon Red Hot, yeah, okay. Interesting. First time I've gotten that note on that particular whiskey. But Casey's wondering how the Baker's 13 is after the neck pour. Dude, so good. It's literally, I can't get enough of it. I just recorded my review today. I said this earlier. I recorded my review of it today. I think it could actually win Whiskey of the Year for me. It's very good. Evil was a stuntman coming and a con man pretty much. I know. Didn't he jump over something like really wide or something, some big canyon or some shit? Or that's what they said he did in movies. Peter White says, I have the Baker's 13 batch 1, but never opened it. Thought I could get a better I'm assuming he meant get a better bottle in trade. Yeah, that's what you said. But honestly, what would be a better bottle to you? How much did you pay for it? And what would you trade for that? I'm curious. Because I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of a head-to-head comparison between the batch 2 versus the batch 1 for Baker's 13, see if they're any different. I mean, it's got like 3 years difference on it, so that would be interesting. That, or I can send you a sample of this one if you want to open up yours, and then if you do open up yours, we can do a sample swap, and we can just compare them that way, but I'm curious. Let a brother know. I did have his motorcycle stunt toy as a kid, though. Yeah, it's like, isn't it like silver and red and blue, and he had like the cape and the goggles and like the helmet. I know who Evil is. I see the Baker 7 all over the place lately. I need to start there. Yeah. Casey has a Baker 7, and it's very, very, very good. I really like Casey's Bakers. I never bought one because I just hadn't pulled the trigger on it because Casey had it, and so I could just drink his whenever I wanted to try it. But, like, I really should buy one. OGD is high rye. That would explain it. That would make sense. It just, like, the amount of cinnamon red hot, particularly in the palate, not even in a bad way, but just it's interesting to me. Look who's in the chat. It's Joshua 3255. Josh says, "Is that so?" You want to know what, Josh? You son of a bitch. When was the last time you were on here? Oh my gosh. Zach's here too, says, bro, what is on your face? Man, you're the one. What is that selfie looking like on this? What's this? That look, everyone pay attention to that selfie right there. And he's making fun of the stash. Unbelievable. Gosh. Josh and Zach, thank you guys for being here. I know I prompted you, but still appreciate you guys showing up. Make sure, by the way, everyone, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the like button. And also join as a member of the Bourbon Bar. You guys will get special perks, some cool stickers, some new emojis. Who doesn't want new emojis? That's all I got to say. Baker 17, solid pour. Absolutely it is. Jason said the right mash bill out loud on his review, but did accidentally write the wrong one. You are correct, Holden. Okay. Because I know in his, he had said he wasn't sure what mash bill it was. Then he listed off 2 different ones. So, I didn't kind of pay attention to those ones. I figured when he was editing the video that he looked up the correct one and then wrote it. So then when I was, writing in my notes, I'm like, okay, so it's 75 corn, 13 wheat. And then I was like, wheat. I'm like, must be wheat. And I just, yeah, okay. Thanks for checking, Joe, though. I appreciate that. Cinnamon nuts. Oh, yeah. When you go to the fair and they have those cinnamon coated fried peanuts, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what that is. I don't want to hear it, Zach. At least it's not red. Just kidding. I have nothing against gingers, unless their name is Zach. The canyon attempt was entirely unrealistic. It wasn't even close. Oh, so did he actually do it, though? Did he try it? Or it was just a big thing? The canyon... Is canyon barred from the chat? Yes. That was a trademark. Red, white, and blue star-spangled jumpsuit. Yep, that's what I remember, too. Also, make sure everyone smashes that like button. Yeah. Smash it. That kind of hurt my hand a little bit. Please do, though. A 13-year-old bourbon at 107 proof just did not warrant the status it received. You're not wrong, but I do love to see the consistent age to age to price ratio that Beam has. Knob Creek 18 year, $180. $10 a year, easy. 13 year Knob Creek, 13 year Bakers, $130. $10 per year. Perfect. Booker's, it started off all right. They were somewhere around 7 years old. They used to be $70. Like, okay. Now they're just a little bit out of hand, but you know, it is what it is. If I clean shave, I look like a sperm. Yeah. That'll happen to you, for sure. He tried to jump Snake River Canyon in a steam-powered rocket. Did not make it. Did he die? I'm just confused. Did he like parachute out of this if he failed so bad? Like, I feel like I've seen that recreated in movies, but it's very vague in my brain. Like, did he like parachute or something, or did he just? Is that how he died? Like, I'm confused. 12-year Knob Creek, $60. Peter, it's very hard to argue with that. Like, it's very hard to argue with that math. $60 for a 12-year versus $130 for a 13-year. You're not wrong, okay? I get that. I do. I will say, though, I really like... I don't know. Actually, I do really like the 13, but it could be placebo. So, maybe on one of the live streams coming up, well, I'm going to have Lauren pour me a blind of the Knob Creek 12-year and the Baker's 13. We'll do a little head-to-head, a little side-to-side action. Actually, maybe we'll throw one other one in there to confuse things. And we'll throw the Russell's 13 in there, get things playing, some ball here. But yeah, I'd be curious, now that you mention it, like if it's just placebo or if I actually like it that much better. So, good day from Kentucky Holden. Chris Tats, how are you, man? Chris Tits. No, sorry. That's shit. Chris Tatas is what I meant. Says good day from Kentucky. Good day, mate. Did you get your package? And if you did, does everything fit okay? And how do you like it? How's everything treating you? I'm glad to see you here, by the way. Cheers to you. Sugar says, not died, but exactly had a parachute that opened. Okay. See, that's important stuff. Wow. Words, Holden. Lilith Morgan from Kentucky says, cheers all from Kentucky. Cheers, Lilith. Thank you for being here. Welcome to it. I'm just having a good time drinking some Jim Beam products, which I happen to really enjoy. So, yeah. Also, we're talking about Evel Knievel, the stuntman, talking about the difference between me being a young man, very young, not knowing that MTV was a music video channel. I mean, like, I did know that, but what I mean to say is I was never alive, or I was alive, but I was never watching MTV when they had music videos. So we were talking about that earlier, too. There's a whole lot of age things. I feel like that's what happens when you're young and you have a mustache. It makes you look like a porn star. No parachute deployed. No. Oh, sorry. Read that too fast. No. ... Parachute deployed and he landed in the river. Yeah, that makes more sense because that would make more sense. I think Homer Simpson tried it. Good. Yeah, that's what I think is one of the places where I've seen it. So that makes sense. Also, Chris Tatas said I received my delivery. Good. I'm glad I got to you safe. Casey says, Tatas, cheers to you. Homer put on a similar jumpsuit in a parody, yes. But then again, the Simpsons, they recreate everything. So it is what it is. Phrasing, Holden. Yes, phrasing. That's one word that I should use on here because the way I phrase things is just sometimes it comes out a little bit hot, a little bit spicy. Johnny Knoxville did a tribute launch in Jackass. He actually went further than Evil. I think I've seen that too. That might be what I feel like I've seen a highlight reel of that happening. Besides the greatest Daredevil was Super Dave Osborne. Ooh, I don't know. I actually don't know how, like, I don't know who that is. And it's another one. I'm young, but, like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Peter. I don't know who Dave Osborne is. Super Dave Osborne. Lil and I have been at Goodfellas eating pizzas and having pours. Well, that sounds like the best life. You guys are absolutely living it up. And cocktails, she says. Sounds like a great ass time. That's not, like, imagine being in Kentucky right now, especially during allocation season. You're drinking whiskey, you're drinking cocktails, you're eating pizza. Wait, Goodfellas is pizza, right? Or are they pizza and pasta? Or are they just like Italian food? I'm confused. Either way, yeah. I have passed on the samples of Knob Creek 18 to Women of Whiskey, as did not have a Knob Creek 18. And we have a bottle at home in Australia. Tell Lauren the shirt fits well. Awesome. She's going to be happy to hear it. She's not here right now because she is at a meeting for her work. I'm actually kind of surprised that she hasn't messaged me back. Or not messaged me back, but messaged me at all, because I was kind of hoping she'd be like here and back kind of by now. Because her meeting started at 6, and it was really kind of more of a meeting to like discuss scheduling stuff, and I couldn't imagine that takes very long. But if you don't know Super Dave, consider yourself lucky. David Letterman. Oh. What? Oh. Okay. Well. Okay. That makes sense. It's pizza, big ass slices too. Oh. Yes, please. I love pizza. Actually, pizza's fantastic. It's like one of those foods where like normally my cheat meals consist of like sugar, like donuts or something. But like if I'm gonna have a proper cheat meal, it's gonna be like, for food wise, it's either gonna be pizza or wings. I feel like those are the two, or like a very well smoked brisket, like barbecue type stuff. But pizza or wings, I gotta say, is like two of my go-to cheat meals. So when you want to laugh your ass off, watch Super Dave stunts on YouTube. I will actually probably watch that tomorrow, now that you mention it. But let's get some more nuts in my mouth here. So I did the old GD114. Oh, and comparing it to the Baker's 13, Baker's 13 is so sweet, and this is so like dry almost. And actually, I feel like it almost has more in common with the Knob Creek 12 year than it does with the Baker's 13. I feel like that spice kind of brings like a dessertiness in the nose, at least, that I'm getting from the Knob Creek. But on the palate, that Cinnamon Red Hots, I feel like I've never got that note before, but I like it. But compared to the 12 year, the 12 year is more fruity, whereas that Cinnamon Red Hot flavor is through and through on the whole. Just everything. Cinnamon Red Hots. I can't really even get past it, to be honest. And I mean, it does have a little bit of caramel in there too. But you guys know what that means. We got one left on this whole lineup that I haven't delved into yet. I feel like I kind of wanted it to open up a little bit because I haven't had much of this bottle. But the last one here on the list, good old Booker's, and the one representing Booker's tonight is going to be the 2022-03 Kentucky Tea Batch, which is coined as one of the best batches in recent years by Fred Minnick himself. Said he loved this crap. I like Booker's, so I just haven't drank much of this one in particular. But let's go ahead and get on the nose. Okay. I can see the appeal. It's so, okay. It's got the proof, but it also doesn't have the age of these two right here. So like I do still get a good amount of that nuttiness, but it's not, it's more like peanut butter than nuts, if that makes sense. Whereas this one's more of a dry peanut shell, and the Jim Beam is more of a wet, soggy peanuts. This definitely tastes more like a peanut butter. Like a nice, rich peanut butter. A little bit of like a cinnamon spice, definitely not red hots. But good cinnamon spice. It's got like a good oak presence, a solid oak presence for being 7 years and 4 months old and 14 days. So, yeah, let's just get it on the palate. And you know what? The palate, the palate is really where I think Booker's tends to shine the most. That's good. Viscous, oily, rich. Booker's, I feel like, famously has been very, very rich and viscous for me. I feel like the mouthfeel of Booker's has been like what I've always enjoyed about it. So I love to see it. More nuts on the mouth. Hashtag phrasing. The nuts. Yeah. I got some nuts in my mouth, but you know what? I'm not ashamed of it, okay? If you want nuts in your mouth, you go ahead and put nuts in your mouth. No one can judge you, baby. Yes, Beam is totally nuts in your mouth. Oh, yes, it is. So we have given up on phrasing now, have we? Well, you know, it's almost more fun to phrase things inappropriately because then you get a little bit of that factor that people really enjoy, that little bit of edginess, you know. Box. I have a box. You know this box? I like the Booker's boxes. I do. All right, who broke Holden's Booker's box? It's not broken, guys. It's actually no. You're right. One of them's broken. Actually, the one. So this was sent to me. Shout out to you, Joe. But the little thing that kind of holds it in there, there's like a plastic thing right here. It was broken in shipping, and so like since this is a better bottle, I put this one in a different box, and I'm pretty sure I put the 2022-04 in the worst box, but I really should switch that out because I don't like the 2023-02 very much. But yeah, so that's what happens. I hate it when my nuts are wet. Don't we all? Like, nothing's worse than being uncomfortably wet. You know? Above the nuts. I should stop talking now. We cracked a bottle of Rare Breed Unchill filtered in Vegas, and good, that was good. Okay, so what's the difference between Rare Breed Unchilled Unfiltered versus normal Rare Breed? Because besides the fact that, is this cocaine? What the hell is on my bottle? Oh, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's sugar or dust. It's been a while. I got dusty turkey. It's whoa, that's not Jim Beam. But I know that the Rare Breed I think you're talking about comes in like a box. I think the label is more like a gray label on it. But is this not unchilled, unfiltered? Or it is chill filtered? I don't know, but I'm curious to see how big of a difference there is. So if Mr. Tatas would care to fill me in. Hashtag teabagged. Kentucky teabagged. Absolutely. You still have not watched Scotch Down Under, have you, Holden? I'm sorry. I really mean to, and you know what? Like, I wanted to wait. I'm gonna talk about my butt again. I feel like I shouldn't say what I'm gonna like. See, I just okay. These names confuse me so much because I keep losing track of who's who. Cause I don't know. Is Scotch Down Under the one who did the Oktoberfest? I was gonna go on Oktoberfest, but it was the night of my friend's wedding. I think it was the 16th, September 16th. I think my friend's wedding was on September 16th. And, or no, is that Scotch on the buy? Wait, no. No. Because the time zone difference. I'm confused, guys. I'm sorry. I really am. Chris Dad says I like the shoving behind you, Holden. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go watch Scotch Down Under right after this. Honestly, right after this. As soon as I click end stream, Scotch Down Under time. I'm going to binge it. All of it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I like the shelving behind you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I can't quite fit like a Booker's box on any of these other shelves. I literally am an 1/8 inch. I'm a 1/4 inch. Too different. I need like 2 washers in between the shelves in order to get it to work. But I could fix it. I could. The little thingy in his box. Oh boy. Don't touch my box. Hashtag bat wings. True. It is not chill filtered. It is more flavor and more viscous. I like flavor and I like viscous. If you can't tell the difference between cocaine and dusty, no, actually, I do think it was powdered sugar. I think we used that when we made something, or like, I think we used it the last time I used it. I think was like to make food, some kind of food with it, and I think it was sugar. So hopefully, if it wasn't sugar or dust, then it would have been cocaine. No, the unchill filtered travel exclusive only. Oh yes, because people have it in like the duty free places, right? I think I've seen. Did you get ECBP 923 yet? No, I want one. I've been looking for them. I think they hit like the Madison area of Wisconsin or the Milwaukee area, but they have not come this far north yet. And I'm really hoping to get one because just because I want to round out the ECBP collection, but really because I've heard that this one's a banger. Chris says, you get all the comments we have been making if you watched Scotch Down Under. I'm Dowie. Actually, I'm going to watch it right today. Chris Tatas is my husband. I think I knew that because, see, in this picture, okay. There, and then that's you right there. So I think, I think it's similar. I can see the resemblance between the lady in this picture and the lady in this picture. But yes, Scotch Down Under is daytime stress release fun for this hemisphere. Okay. Guys, remind me what time Central Time or Eastern Time or whatever, what time in America is Scotch Down Under normally on, so that I can like set an alarm, because I'm at work. I can totally watch it like under my desk. So I'm gonna set an alarm for next time they're on, and then I'll watch it. Oktoberfest was 17 hours. I know, that's what I mean. That was the day that I won the Weller 12. I was supposed to wake up in the morning, go on that stream, hang out, drink some Oktoberfest beers, right? And then go to the wedding after. Instead, what I did is I woke up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Just kidding. I woke up in the morning. I went to a place. I sat in line. I got entered into a raffle with 700 other people to win a bottle of that. And your boy won it. And then after that, we were still in a foreign, unknown place. So I went to a brewery, which I totally could have live streamed from, because I literally drank an Oktoberfest at that brewery, which just pisses me off more because I could have been there. And then after that, we went directly to the wedding. So that's what she said. Or that's the name of your sex tape. Maybe it is. I'm just kidding. I never named my sex tape. I called it. I did because I called it. Must I mustache you a question? Want to go for a mustache ride? Ken is that. Ken is that cast from New Zealand. I do not know her. I don't know her. You probably know her, or maybe you just met tonight. You guys just met tonight. You put those pictures up on your profiles tonight too in Kentucky because you guys got the Goodfellas pizza, and you're like, you know what? I like you. I think you deserve to be on my profile picture, and so that's how you guys 8 a.m. your time. What day? Sorry. What day is SDU on? Just 8 my time. What day? They will fill without the crappy box. Pitch it. Or they will fit without the crappy box. Pitch it. I know they will, but I like the boxes, and I think I want to use them to make something eventually. I just haven't decided quite what it is yet. Ken generally starts at 9 a.m. Eastern. So 8 o'clock my time, because Eastern, yes, 8 o'clock my time. You mean Kung Fu, Ken? I know Kung Fu. That's from The Matrix. That line is from The Matrix. My sex tape was called Be Kind and Rewind. That's funny. And yet I don't have them on mine. I know, what the heck? Is this a classic case of someone loves someone more than the other person? Because Lauren and I have that argument all the time. And I tell you what, I don't see her putting me on her YouTube channel, because then again, this is the Lauren show. I am just filling in. So to be fair, most every day. Oh, really? Shit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna set an alarm for bright and early tomorrow morning. I'm just gonna set an alarm for all mornings. Let's put a little SDU on the phone. Set it for 8 o'clock a.m. my time. And yeah, your boy's gonna watch it live. Wait, I'm assuming it's live. Because if it wasn't, then that would be awkward. The 27th, 8 a.m. ad. There it is. It's reminding me tomorrow morning. Hey, Z says Ken is that every other day. Almost all of us will be in chat tomorrow morning for Scotch Down Under. I'm excited now. This is me pumped. It's the best picture of me. Well, you look fantastic. And you look happy. Maybe that's because you look happy because he's not in the picture. Just kidding. You guys are great. Yes, we have seen those arguments on channel. Oh, you're not wrong. To be fair. Ken is like, oh, yeah, I read that already. The link is right there. Thank you for that. Tell Ken we sent you for Whiskey Wednesday. I love that. Whiskey Wednesday. That's a good one. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes that's some dedication right there. Is it always live too, or do they ever put out content? Out of curiosity. I love live channels. I think they're the best. I love the community. The whiskey community is friggin' awesome. Okay. There it is. Booker's on the nose. Smells great. Like I said before, let's do a little bit side-by-side comparison. And I'm really curious because the Baker's 13 is so much sweeter. Let's do a little one-on-one. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Hold on. Oh, my shirt smells good, too. It's so much sweeter. I swear there's like a sugar note in the Baker's. In the best way possible. It's not, I wouldn't call it sugar. I'd say like an oak syrup. Like a syrupy, maple syrupy oak. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like a lot of maple, but it does give me the vibe that if an oak tree had like syrup from like the burnt oak, It's like, imagine if you had a like a burnt oak simple syrup. That's actually a phenomenal idea. How come people don't make oak flavored simple syrup to put in cocktails that aren't oaky? Gosh, I should just invent things. That's what I think. Anyway, Ken is live only. He's the original pub style channel. Unreal. So he's the OG, the original OG gangster. That sounds like a good show. I must check out this Ken fella. Oh man, he's on almost all Sundays. It's Friday. He's not always on because of going out for some nights. Well, I'm usually always out on Friday nights, but and I'm usually always busy on Sunday nights too. But when I'm not busy on, oh wait, those are mornings for me. I'm fucking always open on Friday mornings. Oh man, something tells me my week mornings are gonna be filled pretty soon here. Wait till Carly comes in though, I should say. Occasionally on a Thursday. Ken used to do reviews with Cue Ball. Dude, what the hell is crawling on here? Dude, this thing, I'm glad you noticed because it's been discreet. Not many people have noticed what's been going on here, but I'll let you in a little secret. It's called a mustache. Believe it or not, you don't. Oh, I was about to make a very bad joke. I'll make a joke. Believe it or not, I'm not a porn star. But I'm gonna leave out the other part of that joke because I feel like it probably isn't okay for me to say on here. But Whiskey Uncensored, thanks for being here. Glad to see you in the chat. It's the day after though. Hello. Oh shit! Wait, this hurts my brain. Wait, what's the day after? I don't know. I'm confused. It's not like, because if they're on Wednesday, wait, is that Tuesday for us? Or is that Wednesday for us? Or are they on Wednesday night, which makes it Wednesday morning for us? Oh shit. Either way. I'm gonna look tomorrow, and they're gonna be on, and I'm gonna be there. NFL QBs are bringing back the stash. Actually, I don't know why okay, I mean, I know why, Motivational Mustache, right? But like, what other QBs? Actually, doesn't Kelsey have a stash? I know he's not a QB, but I think Tay Swift likes a stash. He has come clean. Z-Pool. He has clum. Oh, I read that. I butchered that. He has come to clean the pool. I have come to clean the pool. I bet Lauren hates it. Actually, Lauren loves this shit. Like, she doesn't want me to shave it off, like, ever. Like, I'm going to shave it off when I lose 10 pounds. Like, that's the point of the Motivation Mustache. But she does not want me to. She, like, every time I get out of the shower and I freshly clean this shit up, like today, she always looks at it and goes like, hey, nice mustache. And I'm just like, want to go for a ride? Anyway, that's inappropriate. Before I started watching Ken, I was afraid of Australians. Well, to be fair, everyone's afraid of Australians because they're really not cocky, sarcastic. They're kind of like British people. They're just sarcastic, right? I think. Takes a real man to go stash only. Absolutely, it does. Except for what is this? Like, why is it not? It doesn't look that bad in real life. I definitely think it's the lighting. Like, if you look like this, like, it looks fine. But as soon as I go like this, that light bounces off of it funny, and it makes it look like patchy. I swear to gosh, I don't have a patchy stash. When Ken gets on tomorrow morning, for us, it's late night for him. If we go past noon our time, it's the next day past midnight for him. That's cool. Is he like retired? Or does he this is his favorite hobby ever? Stash only is okay. Stash only in a panel van. No. You're not wrong. I should have sent you go down south with your mouth koozie holding. It tickles. Actually, I mean, if you think about the logistics behind it, right, and you think about the ergonomics and the sensitive versus less sensitive areas, you know, right about where the upper lip and the stash is doing all the work, I'm not going to say it doesn't. They make ribbed condoms for a reason. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. It is for the South Australian wine industry. South Australian wine industry. I like wine. Time zones are stupid. I agree. Ken is dedicated. He seems dedicated. Josh Allen, Rogers, Minshew, and among others. Well, I sure as hell did not get a mustache because of Rogers. That's for damn sure. Josh Allen, I hardly know at all. I've never heard of Minshew. Doesn't Josh Allen play for the Bills, I think, right? Is that am I thinking that correctly? But I feel like the first time I had the stash, it was kind of right after Top Gun, the new Top Gun came out. I got a stash just for like shits and giggles. I had it for like a week, right? But then I realized I don't look actually horrible with the stash. So then I decided, I'll get it back one day. And so then I just grew it back, and now here we are. Ken is a computer guy like me and also does photography. Interesting. I think Holden and Steven need to have a Stash Bros live stream. Did we just become best friends? Steven, as in Steven from Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans, I think he's talking about. Because he has stash. Also, he friggin' makes whiskey now, because that's fucking badass. Imagine making whiskey, like, in a distillery. I want to do that shit. Yes, Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. Great guy, actually. One of the first Whiskey Tube friends that I ever had, actually, in terms of like another YouTuber channel wise. But yeah, great guy. Okay, Booker's, Knob Creek. A lot more similar. Knob Creek's a little bit sweeter. Booker's definitely has proof and spice added in there. And it's just like the nose feels more full. Not necessarily full of like different flavors, but definitely more like I can almost smell the thickness of it. The proof difference is 26.5 proof difference between the Knob Creek and the Booker's. I almost feel like Knob Creek is really good at that 100 proof point. And holy shit, does that Knob Creek 12-year get some major peanuts in the mouth, major nuts in the mouth when it's on the palate coming off of this Booker's. It's like the Booker's kind of brings more of those like heavy hitting flavors, those cast strength, oaky, spicy. It does drink hot too. Lots of like a good cinnamon spice on it. Lots of like this caramely just richness in it. The Knob Creek wave of nuts, like a lot more nuts in the mouth. Good Australian Strongbow commercial, Holden. If Lauren was here, hold on. Let me do this. I'm gonna play both parts. Google Australian Strongbow commercial, Holden. It's commercial! That's what I said, commercial. It's commercial. Commercial. That's what I just said. And yeah, so now it feels like Lauren's here. I will Google that though. I just gotta like remember that. But I'll do it after this. Dude, you got some shit on your upper lip. Hey, Whiskey Uncensored, guess what? If you wanna use a real good emoji, which I don't have posted quite yet, they're in the process of being made. But if you want a real good emoji, I do now have membership options open because I got monetized, baby. So if you guys are looking to be a Bourbon Bar, official Bourbon Bar member. I have some different tier options available. But maybe you could get some. Maybe I could make a little stash, make a little poop stash emoji, and then you can join the Bourbon Bar's page and become an official Bourbon Bar member and get some official Bourbon Bar emojis or stickers. So that'd be cool. But yes, you know what? I like it. I don't care what you say. The Mongols invented time zones. Google it. Gosh. I think I knew that, actually. I think I did. Jesus, dude is like an hour behind on the chat. I'm not that far behind, right? 7:33 and a 7:36. I'm only 3 minutes. Gosh. You are, Ben. We've been discussing mustaches for 10 minutes. Yeah, Ben. Gosh. Friggin' Bourbon. Confusing us with his name changes and shit. I had Mexican beer and some wasabi almonds. International. Ew. Wasabi almonds. Mexican beer? Okay. Wasabi almonds, though? I don't know. I've never actually... Okay. Sorry. I've never had wasabi. But is wasabi not that spicy green paste shit? Who would want that on almonds? Sounds gross. To me, I hate spicy food, so... but then there was no violence. Oh, but there was no violence. I thought the Mongols were blamed for everything. Sorry I couldn't watch Long Day Holden. I'll be on here next week for show. Cheers, Casey. Thanks for being on it all, buddy. You and Tay are on vacation. You guys got to enjoy what you're doing. Plus, you snagged me an absolute hitter of a whiskey, which I'm text me so I remember to Venmo you. But no worries, brother. Have fun with your trip. Enjoy yourselves. You know what I mean. Peter White says, Bad Axe Bobby might have to straighten you out. Oof. He could, I mean, the smacking of the, yeah, he definitely could straighten me out for sure. Cleans the pool. Oh. That's going to have to be a link that I click on after this. Absolutely. Wisconsin. I don't say it like that, Holden. Oh, is that what the violence? Oh, yes, but there was no violence. Yes. I remember now. I don't say it like that. Wisconsin. Well, you know, it's a commercial. Like, what's the difference? Commercial. That's what it is. Commercial. I don't know, like, commercial, like, but I don't want to say commercial. Like, it's commercial. It's just easier. This makes more sense in my brain. Yeah. So, that being said, when the hell is Lauren going to get home? That's what I want to know. So, let's just do a little, we're going to go ahead and we're going to text the old woman here, see if she's even on her way home. Maybe I'll just stalk her on Life 360, see what's up with her. And it looks like she's still in Swamico, which means even if she left right now, she still wouldn't be home for another 20 minutes, which is unfortunate because I drank all of my whiskey. My lips are actually on fire because I did just shave everything else, and I didn't put chapstick on because I didn't want to be drinking a bourbon and then smell eucalyptus again. Yeah. Okay. But I'm probably going to end the chat without her, or end the stream without her, unfortunately. But we don't have to end it quite yet because the Mongols destroyed City Walk. We call them ads. Well, you know, yeah, ads are good. Ads are good. Holden got a lot of nuts in his mouth. This was just a, like, big day of nuts in my mouth. Like, I lose my fiance, who's a woman. Like, my woman's gone for 5 minutes, and all of a sudden I got freaking nuts in my mouth. It's like, you can't leave a man alone, you know? Gosh. One man alone, 5 nuts in his mouth. It's insane. 5 different entities of nuts. We got, like, wet nuts, dry nuts, nut butter. Oh, my gosh. It's almost as bad as beaver mustard. Holy shit. Oh, beaver mustard. I got to write that down. That's one of the ones that I'm going to have to make into an emoji. Or I can make a beaver mustard sticker. I'm just so excited to have like membership things. Although I don't know if any of you guys are gonna become members, but if you did, it'd be cool. And then I can just like keep putting out freaking stickers. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to put out t-shirts too. So I was thinking, I thought of a new t-shirt idea for this fall, this Halloween. And I'm not sure if this is something that would get copyrighted, but imagine like it's just a very moody, like you're looking at a bar, right? And there's a bunch of whiskey on shelves and stuff. And then there's just like 4 people sitting at the bar, and it's like all you can see is their backs, but like you can tell it's like Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees and the guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because like you can see like the chainsaw over his shoulder and like the hockey mask on the guy's head, and then like the knife hands or whatever, and like the hat, like so you can tell that it's like the classic Halloween villains, right? But like you can't, it's just insinuating that it's them because they're sitting at a bar. I feel like that'd be a very cool thing to put on a shirt and sell for Halloween. So I think I'm gonna look into having someone design that. I did look up to someone to design my skeleton drinking whiskey shirt idea, but he said it'd be $90. So I don't know if I want to spend $90 on that or if I want to spend $90 on like the Halloween characters at a bar. Either way, it's gonna be one of the shirts that I come out with. So it's very, very, very soon. That is what happens every day at home. Nuts in the mouth. That'll happen. I hope she's listening while she's driving home. LOL. Yeah. Well, if she was listening, she would have been in. If she was in the chat, or if she was listening right now to the show, she would have said something in the chat. Sad times. Not that there is anything wrong with that. Anything wrong with what? Sounds like an OnlyFans channel. Oh, we do have OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/thebourbonbar. Check it out. Guys can get exclusive content. Nuts in the mouth. You guys think I have nuts in the mouth here? So just wait for Bourbon Bar OnlyFans, honestly. Today's show has been brought to you by the letter N. Or wet N. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's do. Know what I'm gonna do? White label beam to everything, because it's like to see that like predominant, that nut note really is just there. Oh my gosh, this does have so much cinnamon in it. Unbelievable. Okay, so like Jim Beam, definitely nut. I think nut, even like a little bit of cinnamon. I feel like each one of these I'm getting a bit of a cinnamony note, at least cinnamon or nutmeg, some kind of spice, like a spicy nut. Spicy nuts in the mouth when you're drinking a Beam product. Nuttier than squirrel poop, to be fair. To be fair. You're not wrong. It is nuttier than squirrel poop. Beaver mustard is the shiz. Copyrighter that shit right now. Freddy versus Jason. Yes. Drinking whiskey, though. I thought you were describing Shorzy. To be fair. Hey, you know what? Shorzy's a baller. I love Shorzy. Ham sandwich with beaver mustard. Don't hate. Oh my goodness, you guys. What the heck? Give your balls a tug, Peter. Why don't you give your balls a tug? Like me and your mom are trying to decide on baby names, but I thought it should be named after the place it was conceived. I just don't know how to shorten down handicap stall at Cheesecake Factory. Fuck. Joe Dickskin, it's Dickens, says, drank all your whiskey, your glasses are full. You're not wrong. My glasses are full. I definitely would be fuckered up, though, if I drank all of my whiskey. But if you guys super chat like the people who super chatted before, you can pick any of the new whiskeys, any whiskey on the shelf, and I'll drink it right now. You absolutely don't have to super chat, but if you wanted to, I would drink more whiskeys. I would just pour whatever whiskey you wanted me to. That's the name of the game. Every time anyone super chats on this live stream, or on this channel, unless it's like a giveaway or something, I will pour any whiskey they want. So I checked out Sugar Kitty's OnlyFans. Was too artsy for me. Okay, but like, did you expect to see so much pussy on his? I feel very dirty for saying that, but to be fair, I was talking about Pussycat. So like, I hope you guys got that jump between Sugar Kitty's OnlyFans and Pussy Cats, because that's what, like, yeah, okay. I should probably cool it on the old OnlyFans conversation. I'm concerned that if you have a shit ton of, a shirt of Freddy, Jason with nuts in their mouth. Well, I could make it very apparent that they're drinking Jim Beam, and then everyone on this live stream would be able to laugh to themselves because they'd buy the shirt and be like, all those guys have nuts in their mouth. And it'd be funny, for sure. Is there a season 2 yet, Peter White? They're gonna come out with a season 2 very soon, I'm pretty sure. I'll become a member as soon as I get a Team Lauren emoji. I'm on it. I'll get a Team Lauren emoji and the Lauren Show emoji. And I think because I'm going to pay someone for the actual emoji, for some of the emoji makings, I'm thinking about having someone do like a cartoonist drawing of me and Lauren, so that like we can have me and Lauren emojis that like look like us, but they're like cartoons. Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh my God, that was perfect. Peter White, that is awesome. I do like Shorzy. Nice Shorzy, bud. September 29th apparently is when season 2 comes out. Oh, go give your balls a tug. Lauren is here. Lauren's here, says, I want an emoji. Well, Lauren, if you want an emoji so bad, why don't you just become a member? Oh, shit. Of the Bourbon Bar. You can get yourself an emoji. Just kidding. I will make an emoji for you. Because I'm just that kind of fiance. If you want something, I get it for you. It's just the way it is. I like to treat you right. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. How does Shorzy do it? He goes, oh, I could treat you so well. Like, I could take you out and I would just treat you so good. I forget. I gotta rewatch Shorzy. Gosh, it's such a good show. Lauren, you have to watch this replay. Absolutely, she does. Told you she was here. Yes, you did. Was Holden talking shit? I would never. Is Holden's first emoji Chateau Bow Wow? Is it, Lauren? Tell the man. Is it Chateau Bow Wow? I want to put chapstick on is what I want to do. Also, my butt hurts. Been streaming for an hour and 48 minutes now. These new seats are comfortable, but unfortunately, when I designed the Bourbon Bar's bar, I didn't have normal stools. So I didn't design it with the fact that my legs could go under it. So I really do have, like, if you guys can see how I'm sitting, it's most certainly not comfortable at all. So that being said, I want more water. I'm thirsty. It absolutely feels like I've been talking a lot tonight because I'm all alone. So I'm keeping the ball rolling. We've been talking about the nuts in my mouth for sure. To be fair, there has been a lot of nuts on this table. There's been a lot of nuts on this bar top tonight, particularly. I mean, the amount of nuts on here, it doesn't get much nuttier than this. In fact, I still even have a couple nuts on my shelf too, for real, for sizzle. Maybe I should change one of my YouTube memberships to be called Bourbon Nuts. No, I feel like that's already a thing. Bourbon bar nuts. No, I feel like that's just a little too sexual. The nut, no. You know, maybe I'll keep nuts out of the names. Now that I think about it, that might be the best idea. The shirt was a perfect size, Lauren. Perfect size. That's what you get when you have a night of nuts in your mouth. You're not wrong. I could say some dirty things about holding stuff. Hey, Lauren, tell everyone how much you like the freaking mustache. Because the people don't believe you. Because everyone, you just, everyone needs to understand about how, I sang a love song about you. It was pretty good, to be fair. To be fair. You need to add Old Tub to the mixed nuts. I don't know if I necessarily want Old Tub, although I am curious after drinking Normal Bean to see how Old Tub's nuts compare to these nuts. Have you met us? LOL. Old Tub of mixed nuts subscription level. The bourbon mixed nuts. Bourbon nuts. Thing is, I think the name of it has to be like 90 characters or less. So like one of my tiers I think are like basic bourbon, allocated bourbon, and bourbon bar tater or something like that. I think are the different tier levels that I have right now. So yeah, I don't know. What does this button do? Oh, it's just a bunch of emojis. Yeah, so that's how it is. Hot. Yes, she likes the stash. I told you guys. I freaking told you. She likes the mustache. Yeah. This is similar to SDU, but nobody gets called a cunt. Big cunt. Yeah, big cunt. You know, is that like I swear that's got to be a common word in the land down under, because I watch a YouTuber, a fitness YouTuber. His name is oh shit, Zach Perna. I watch a guy named Zach Perna. He lives in Australia, and him and his brother always say, "You big coon, you big coon," like you big coon, all the time. So like, I could understand if that's like an Aussie thing. Beer nuts. We should have. Oh my gosh, idea. Have an entire episode dedicated to eating different nuts. And you know what? You know what? We could have Casey guest star in that episode. We'll bring a couple EpiPens and a bunch of different nuts, and we'll run through and see which ones he's allergic to. Oh, that's evil. That's bad. Old tub of mixed tater nuts. Yes. There might have been a reverse psychology. Maybe. I like bald guys with stashes. Yeah. What the heck? What the heck? I'm not bald. Wait, hold on. If I go like this, hold on. Kind of make it look like. Oh, hold on. I got a little bit of hair left. I can kind of make it look like I'm bald if I try hard enough. There. Now, oh wait, hold on. You gotta get right there. Do I look bald now? Is that what I would look like if I was bald? I feel like I wouldn't look too bad, actually. You know, like, let's imagine this is my entire head. And, like, just imagine bald, stash. How you doing? How you doing? I'm Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide. Anyway, I should, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I kind of like that. Anyway, it's a term of endearment. True. You mean the CU in the NT word? See, you just gotta go COOT. 3 chicks, 1 tub of nuts. That chick to nut ratio that's pretty intense. Your friends are coons. Also, people you hate are coons. Depends on the context. That's true. That's true. Because, see, when I see my friends passing by, I give them the old, or like a little bit of like or how about Or yeah, so like I understand that for sure. I definitely like to, and I call them like bitches. Bitches. But you know, that's just how it is. That's not a look to hope for, trust me. Well, at least I know that if I did lose my hair for whatever reason, Lauren would still love me. In fact, she'd probably oddly be even more turned on by me, which I gotta say is actually could be a scary thought. So maybe I should keep the hair for a little bit. Gosh, if she's texting, then she probably left. Let's see how close she is to being home. Because we've just been. Oh, wait, hold on. She's crossing the bridge. I bet she's home 4 minutes. Not even 3 minutes. I bet she's home by 8 o'clock. Maybe I'd put money on that. She's so close. You guys can see. Look at that's where we live. Yeah, that's how close we are. You guys couldn't see that too well, but yeah. So dope. Okay. So your pitbull sounded more like Rodney. Who's Rodney? Give him the old "you're number one." You're number one. Who's Rodney? Shit. How do I say you're number one? You're number one. You're number one. Give me the old you're number one. You're number one. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. All I know is that the amount of nuts on this table kind of makes me feel like pulling some nuts from somewhere else. Some other nuts. See, I have all this Jim Beam nuts on my table, but what would happen if I pulled out some other nuts? Because you know what else has nuts in it? Wild turkey has some nuts, you know? Sometimes you can get some nuts in some Jack Daniels nuts, you know? You're tracking her? Well, actually, we don't necessarily track each other. It's called Life 360, and it's just she can see my location, I can see hers. It's definitely a non-toxic thing because we just trust each other, I guess. It's really more for like if she got in a car accident. First of all, the app tells you like because it's GPS, so it can tell you how fast you're moving. It also can tell you if they get in an accident. So if she or I got in an accident, we would get a notification saying, you know, that we just got in an accident. Also, it notifies me when she gets home, so I know like when she's safe. If God for fucking bid she ever got kidnapped or something, I'd be able to at least find her phone if she still had it on her. I don't know. I think it's yeah. It makes us feel better, I guess. We never use it for anything toxic, I should say. Holden, you sucker. She wants you to look stupid, so another girl hits on you. True. Freaking third hole Sally. How do you know? Maybe third hole Sally likes a stash. She's got 2 minutes to be here before I lose my bet. I track him 2 because he forgets to text me that he got places safely, and then I have to check because he drives like a psycho. Well, I drive good. I've never been in an accident, okay? Gosh. You low-jacked, Lauren. Yes. You're number one. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's called stalking, Holden. You're not wrong. Your number one is flipping the bird and not that bird. I totally get that one. Okay, how come everyone gets it for Lauren, but I'm a stalker? That's not fair. It makes me sad. You know, just because I love her just as much as she loves me, maybe even more, then I'm a stalker. And also, she should be here by now, but it's 7:59, and she's got... It's 8 o'clock. She missed it. Way to go. Way to go, Lauren. You're not here on time. I made a bet that you'd be home by 8 o'clock, and you weren't. You probably slowed down just for me. You're probably parked one street that way, waiting for 8 o'clock just to prove me wrong, aren't you? Unbelievable. Good for a psycho. Okay, you know what? I can get from point A to point B safely and quickly, and I would call that efficiency. if I do say so myself. Because Lauren advised it, it was for a safety side of things only. True. Third hole Sally has cold beers and is an expert ball washer. To be fair. To be fair. You're not wrong, to be fair. Just kidding. Oh, Lauren's home. Which means she's currently driving around the block and pulling in right now. So yeah, anyway. Lauren is home. I'm probably just going to let her come in and say good hi. Good hi. Come in and let her say hi before we say goodbye for the night. But I know she's sad that she didn't get to be here today, so at least she'll get to say hi to all of you lovely people. But Lauren is better. She is a better ball washer. Absolutely she is. Talk about nuts in the mouth. Hold on, guys. Hey, wait. Hold on. She's by the window. I can't see out of it, though. Because, oh, my goodness. The house is shaking. The window's all effed up now. I don't know what's going on. Hello? Come say hi to the people. They've missed you.
I know. They don't want to talk to you.
Yep. So you have to wait. Guys,
Hi.
this is Lauren.
I'm here.
She's here. The ball washer gave Holden a bit more of a surprise than he expected.
Who washed your balls?
Well, I have all these.
Are you drinking my water?
Maybe I drank some of you. Maybe I drank some of your water. I had a lot of whiskey to
Get
drink
out of my
tonight.
way.
I had a lot of nuts on the table too.
Was that what your song was about? Was your nuts?
I'm not sure what my song was about actually. But I know my hairy leg now is in the shot, and I don't think anyone signed on to see that. But
What about my hairy leg?
ow! You just kicked me,
Good.
and you shaved your leg today.
Whoa.
This is my big member. Hazy says, Lauren makes awesome cookies, so she wins.
Oh yeah, we sent him my cookies.
She does make awesome cookies. That is, to be fair.
I make
She does
awesome
make awesome.
everything, actually. Holden can tell you about my fried rice.
She makes good fried rice, that's for sure. KTB Bourbon, Kentucky Titties Bourbon. Is that what that was, right? KTB, Kentucky Titties Bourbon. Is that what we said it was? Remember the live stream? Kentucky Titties Bourbon was on?
I remember, I just don't remember what we said.
Did I miss the whole damn show again? Oh, you did.
We can stay on for 2 more hours. I just got here.
Lauren did just get here, but I've had freaking so many nuts in my mouth tonight.
Why do you have nuts? Whose nuts do you have? Who?
Jim's.
Who?
Jim's.
Who's Jim? My
Jim.
grandfather? That's disgusting.
I've had all of Jim's nuts. KTV, we are 6 o'clock Central Time. So I don't know where you're from, if you really are from the Kentucky Titties area. But 6 o'clock CDT, that's 7 o'clock, or that's 5 o'clock Mountain. No, 5 o'clock. What's the one behind us?
Why don't you just
What's the
not
one behind
talk
us?
about like things like this, because you never get them right, and then we all make fun of you anyway, and then you just look really stupid.
I think you should try to not drink my water. But
it was my water. First of all, I put ice in it, I filled it up, and I started drinking, and you took it.
I think you should compare this one to this one.
Why?
Because I just want to hear your opinions without you knowing what they are. What do you think? So, what do you think about this one first?
I don't know. It doesn't have a lot going on.
Not a lot going on. What about this one?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Why? What is it?
This one is this.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. This one is this Jim Beam White Label 80 proof. So you're right. Not a lot going on. Pretty simple. Pretty basic. This is the one I thought smelled like wet nuts.
What do wet nuts smell like?
Like, imagine if someone took peanuts and then they, like, washed them in water.
You mean like step 1 of making peanut butter?
Yeah. Yes, that's what I mean. And then this one's just amazingness. There's the OnlyFans. Oh yeah, you're right. There it is. The ball washers.
I think it was because I had my leg out.
Oh, maybe it was the legs. True, my big member. Or the Kentucky titties. I don't know. We could have many things be on the Bourbon Bars OnlyFans. That ball washer gave Holden a bit more of a surprise than he expected. Oh wait, no.
What are you so confused about? Why did you scroll all the way up and then think you didn't read it already?
I don't know. Lauren, the star of the Lauren Show, guest starring Holden. Wow.
I'm gonna get Lauren Show shirts and I'm gonna wear it.
Yes, I told them about all the merch drops. I let them know about the memberships that we have now. That's what the stickers and emojis are. That's why you're gonna be getting your own emoji because.
Do I get that money? Is that like my spending money?
Well, it's gonna go back into the channel, but.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's probably gonna go toward a new camera. To be fair.
Better be some shit that I want at this channel.
Yeah. Well, you want a new camera, don't you?
Well, I would like.
Or do you want
some
more Woodford Reserve battery?
I would like more decorations.
What if we could spend your money, your portion of the money, on some more Parker's Heritage? I know you like it.
Do I get to keep that bottle and you don't get to drink out of it?
No, that's not how that works. Stay tuned for next week's episodes of Holden Tries Chocolate Salty Balls. Why are they chocolate?
We're gonna do mustard episode.
Next weekend or next Tuesday is going to be our Oktoberfest episode because it's the last day of Oktoberfest. It's the 3rd of October, which is Tuesday. So we'll be closing out the Oktoberfest for YouTube channels live next Tuesday.
Okay.
So that'll be our Oktoberfest one, and then after that, we could do some beaver mustard. We can do some mustard.
I just want to take a bottle of mustard and squirt it down your throat.
I don't want that at all. At all, actually. That doesn't sound appealing to me. Wow, you're worse at time zones than we are. I suck. I really do. Nutty profile. Big nuts.
I saw a picture of you today.
Yeah, I saw a picture of you today too. Holden, that's just wrong. Giving Lauren secondhand nuts.
Look it. I don't eat anyone's nuts. I'm a lady.
Jet lag is a bitch going home hanging. Not so bad on the way over. I suppose yeah.
I was gonna make a D's nuts joke when I was driving, but I didn't. I didn't want to be like the 50th person who made one.
That's not true. That's not true, Hangin'. I said these nuts earlier in the episode. I did say that.
See, the mustache isn't a turn off. That's a turn off.
Peanuts.
Okay, you can.
Did that scare you?
No, it's just stupid.
Shreddy Wiener. Do you like the Shreddy Wiener? Brazil. I would just drink for a few days until I need to sleep. Also, Scotch Down Under goes live tomorrow at 8, and I'm gonna hop on. You should hop on too. You should wake up and
8 a.m.
Yes.
How are you gonna go live? You're gonna be working.
No, I'm not gonna go live. I'm just gonna hop in the chat. In the chat, live in the chat.
I think I work at 10 tomorrow.
Yeah, so you can wake up at 8 and go live in the chat.
Sleeping at 8.
Of course, you'll still be sleeping at 8. What the heck? I'll be awake, shreddy wiener and all. Okay, everybody. I think it's just about time to close out this live stream. It has been a minute. And now Lauren's home. So we're going to spend some time together, hang out.
We're not going to spend any time together. Holden's going to talk about stupid shit, and I'm going to tune my ears out, and then we're going to go to bed.
Yeah, we're basically going to talk about nuts and shreddy wieners.
I want Holden to close out by singing the song you sang.
Well, I don't know what song I sang you. Was it the Lonely song? Was that the song we're talking about? Tricky says meow.
Meow.
But I think I was singing the Lonely song. Lonely, I am so lonely. Anyway, I must have been getting a drink then, Holden, my bad. Okay, everybody. So, ouchies. That pinch hurt me. Ow. I'm being attacked. So, guys, thank you all for being here tonight. And for all the people who super chatted, thank you all so much.
Wait, I want to see the super chats. How do you know that they super chat?
Because
holy shit,
it's right there.
You guys aren't fucking around.
No, they're not. I was gonna drink whiskey for every person who super chatted, but Sugar Kitty, I drank Brothers Bond Cast Strength, and Independent Joe, I drank some of the Baker's 13. But Peter never told me what he wanted me to drink, and neither did your dad. They never told me what they wanted me to drink in honor of them.
Well,
so,
my dad wants you to drink some mustard.
No, I don't want to drink mustard.
Oh.
Lauren, you and Lil and Carly need to become best friends. They need to all. Why does my hair look like that? They need to all do this. They need to all hop on a big group live stream together. I think that'd be hilarious.
I think.
Hilarious.
Well, I can't go on other people's live stream and make fun of them because that's just mean. I can do it to Holden because he is stuck with me.
Yeah, is that how that works?
Oh, are you backing out?
Yep.
You want to know what's going to happen to those nuts when you back out?
You're going to take all my nuts?
They're going to get chopped off and I'm going to ship them off to your family members like Beyond Greyjoys. Yeah. Not
like Reek.
Yep.
Reek. Okay. Good stream, folks. Let go of your nuts and get out of here. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. Chris and Lilith, you guys have a great time in Kentucky. Enjoy your flight home. Glad you got the package safe. Everyone else, thanks for the super chats. Thanks for all the good people. Like I said, if you guys are interested in memberships,
okay, what is
click
happening?
the join button.
What's
also,
happening here?
Oh, you're the one who put my hat on like this.
What is this?
Simply.
What is that?
I'm simply acting the way you put my hat. Like the way it's sitting right now.
You look like the Energizer Bunny.
That's what the Energizer Bunny looks like?
He goes like this.
Oh, no, yeah, he plays the drums, doesn't he? Anyway, guys, thank you all for being here. Hit the like button. Be subscribed, because you should always be subscribed. Do you want to practice karate? Yes. Did we just become best friends? So, guys, thank you all for being here. Love you all. Have a great night. And we'll see you all in the next class. That was perfect.
If I threw
That was
this
great.
at you, would you be mad?
I'd be full of wet nuts if you threw that at me.